Any other?
What can we expect in the way of the company here? How many people will be on stage? How many will be off stage, backstage, and so on?
There are 5 of us. Mark, Johnny, me, it'll be Roxy and Charlotte. That's it. We put the set up, we take the set down, we basically do all our changes ourselves, we set everything up, and we will do anything you would like us to do. You know.
Well,
within reason, I suppose.
How many of the 5 will actually be on stage?
We pretty much everybody's on stage all the time in this show.
So there's nobody else behind the stage.
In rural venues, Mark operates sound and lighting from the stage.
Does he?
Yeah.
Yeah, we punch above our weight in terms of numbers to effect. So yeah, nobody hangs around. We used to do, when we did shows outdoors, we used to have people, we'd do 2 shows in a day, as we are doing here, and we'd have people would watch the show at the front and then come round the back to watch the quick changes, because it's like noises off, which is normally, I think they laughed just as much, people behind. So, have you switched your phone?
That's me, it's okay.
Oh, so you're just ignoring it. This was like, I thought, oh, right, okay. So yes, there'll be I try to do it so people have a rest, but nobody has a rest. I think the most time I have off is during one song. Otherwise, everybody is on stage pretty much all the time, or they're getting changed. So it is. You will get the impression that there are far more performers than actually there are. You get your pound of flesh. It's like playing a rugby match. Each show, literally, and if you're not sweating, it's you're not doing it right. And we're hoping that'll count for the volunteers as well, actually.
Any other questions?
Yes.
Will you have merchandising and be meeting the public after the shows?
We're very keen after the show for people to come onto the stage and have a look at that. I mean, we really believe that's part of the whole experience. Breaking that, you know, there's not really a fourth wall, but being able to come up and handle
There
the
is
puppets.
a direct invite at the end of the show after the applause to come up and try stuff on.
Merchandise-wise, that's still being. We're still working on that. We've had meetings about it and what to do and in fact that's something that we need to get back to you on. So that is ongoing, but there will be some things, I believe.
Invariably, Vic and his cave of some description will appear in the foyer at some point.
We're
a local troll, is he?
Yes.
Yes.
Vic's cave, Mark's nest. It's going to be good. Yeah. I don't know. There are some companies that sort of will merchandise. You know, they'll even try and do it during the show, and we're not one of those companies. So the big merchandising is a new thing for us. So we're not experienced at that because it's people are short of selling masks to people. But we've had some ideas which we will discuss, and we're happy to take input on that.
Any other questions?
Hopefully every show will be a sellout, but is there a sort of an audience size that kind of becomes too small almost to get interaction, or is the show not actually affected if the audience is quite low?
No, we once did a show in Scotland to 8 people.
No, we had 4 people.
Was it 4?
It was a family. It was 2 kids.
When was
that? It was a great show.
Which was that one?
I can't remember.
Was that, and we have done.
Hell and High Water.
It was Hell and High. Yeah. No, it was. It was 4 people. Yes, I still remember. Basically, because we have done a lot where I mean, you have a fantastic team here, but we have been to places where promoters have done stuff for the first time and maybe not got it as right as they could have done, and it's been. But they've been great shows, and they've been some of the most memorable ones, and they've gone away thinking, wow, they did that just for us. So no, there isn't. So I'm hoping a little more than 4.
I suppose the only thing is, if seating is is set seating beforehand, what we try and avoid is any gaps at the front.
Yeah.
So if that was the case and the doors were closed, we might invite people.
Yes,
to
actually,
come
that would be a much appreciated part of your job, because we will do it otherwise. And people tend to listen to volunteers a little bit more. It's a little strong for the masks at the beginning to start pushing the audience around. So if you herd them into a group at the front, they will have a better experience. But you know, hopefully that's not going to be too
Not
much
because
of
there's
an issue.
any front row interaction like a stand-up comedy thing, but just
spitting it.
yeah. I mean, this gap here is kind of that you can feel there's a slight distance, and
You're
trying
sort
to
of
avoid
yodeling, yes, yeah.
Box office, take note. Okay, any other final questions? I'm conscious that we've kept you all.
I want to know what the good pubs are in Milton Keynes.
Yeah, we're around for
Around the corner.
around the corner.
Yeah.
So, is that the one just down the road? Oh, yeah. We discovered the garden centres. You seem to be overwhelmed.
Oh
with
yes, we have
garden
lots.
centres here.
Thank you guys very much for coming in. And I'm sure if anybody wants specifically to come up and have a look at the masks or
Absolutely.
Try them on. Yeah.
Come and try a mask on. Try and stick your hand, fiddle with the
Come and
puppets.
do that.
It's
and we look forward hugely to A Christmas Carol. Please don't leave without the posters and the leaflets, and I'm sure you'll agree. I think this is going to be a really interesting show for the stables, and one that I think we can all really get behind in terms of marketing it, because it's got so many hooks, and I'm sure that you'll be able to persuade friends and family and neighbours and colleagues to
It
buy
is like
some
nothing
tickets.
they will have seen before. Literally, in this country particularly, we have very little landscape of mask and puppet, particularly in mainstream theatre, so it's almost a one-off chance. And it is, particularly for school, it's stuff which is on the curriculum. I mean, Dickens, the Victorians, and we've been pretty faithful to that, the costumes Victorian, and also the just the whole ambience of it, the mask itself, it's all part of what kids have to learn. So that's a hook, if nothing else. Yeah, it's been really nice to see everybody beforehand. It's been a real joy.
Very quick question. Is there anything on your website about this particular show?
I think there are some shots, there are some pictures.
Okay.
There are some pictures which can be downloaded, they're high-res pictures.
Education
And I
piece.
think there is some feedback. I mean, there is. We probably won't be doing it here, but we have taken feedback for every show, which is, you know, we've had some really nice things said about it.
Great.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.